Good evening, good evening. This is Martin Wong here, and I hope I come to you live and healthy. And also, it happened to be Chap Gourmet, the last day of Chinese New Year, and it's going to be quite a challenge to tonight. But I'll keep it short, and I just want to adjust the camera so we get a good crisp image in here. But let's get on to what I have for you tonight on the post-Chinese New Year rally. All right, so it's a year of snake, and we do know from our last week, just before the Chinese New Year, we did our market outlook, and it was a down month, which is leading to the Chinese New Year. But immediately after Chinese New Year, the green pentagon appeared, and since then the market has been up 6 days in a row, playing catch up. So with that, I want to talk more about what's be happening into historical trend of the year when we see the market, and what are the post-Chinese New Year catalysts and the sector to look at, as well as some stock trade idea that we have from the VSA 360, a little bit of a summary. Now, some great promotion campaign that we are doing right now is the SmartRobie. All right, so we are doing a campaign where you can win 50 ringgit voucher, ang pao. This will run from 7th of February 2025 to 7th of May. So you can submit with a minimum of 4% return. All right, so if you have a 4% return in your real portfolio, this have to be a real portfolio, then you stand, then you will, if you're one of the highest, then you will get 50 ringgit voucher. All right, 50 ringgit voucher in touch and go, and you can submit as many as you can. So you can go onto our website. I'll give you this link so you can post it to and get that 50 ringgit voucher. All right, so with a minimum of 4%, that's all you need, 4% return, and you will get post your return of minimum 4% real return to this website using the Pentagon Guider, trade idea from a Pentagon Guider. All right, don't use any idea, but use the green Pentagon idea, and we are pretty confident that you will get a very good return in our SmartRobie campaign. All right, so that's going to send out to you right now, so you can see that campaign, or just be next to me in here, or go to our website. Let me just show you in our website where you can get into more details on that. So tradevsa.com, and all right, so you go to our website, and there's a chat here. Click on learn more. That's a campaign, and we will just wait for the campaign to come over, and this is where it is. So you need to create an account, and you can submit as many accounts as you can, but one person is entitled to 150 ringgit voucher. And if you happen to be the highest return of investment, then you get to win an iPad, okay, an Apple iPad 10.9 inches, okay, 10.9 inches. So that's something great. All right, so take note of our SmartRobie campaign going forward. Now, we have talked about whether the year of a snake, is it good for the stock market? Now, if you look back in the past, the year of snake hasn't been that great. And also, you also may notice too, generally, if the month for Bursa is negative. Now, in the month of January, our Bursa month is negative. So very likely, we will see Bursa closing for the year in the negative territory. Now, that has been pretty much the seasonality for the last 8 years, but I'll show you more on that one. Now, with the Trump 2.0 on the road, we have seen many of the tariff that's been rolled out by Donald Trump, and every day he is coming out with new unexpected surprises for a lot of the world leader, and as such that even foreign funds are finding it difficult. But what has happened is the foreign fund is started to come back, and I'm going to show you where they're coming back from. And also the market breadth and the depth hasn't been that great, but the last green pentagon that we got 4 or 5 days ago, if you've been following the green pentagon, and you would have seen the foreign funds that is coming back, and we're getting a slew of sectors moving up nicely in here. Now this is where we got the let me just show you where we are. So you just need to log into VSA 360 and you scroll right at the bottom in here, and you can see on our V360 this was the last foreign fund that flow in very nicely. Okay, so we have one, and we should get another one to on the 11th. This will be on because of the Chinese New Year we didn't get it. So let's see. So we have 2 days of foreign funds coming in here, and you can get this foreign funds report from the Sun too. So but we keep track of it so that you can see the overall view of the market. All right, so you can see these are the negative flow, and finally it's coming back, and then the market is breaking up. So this is something I want to talk about it for tonight. Okay, so we've seen the foreign fund coming in, and also we have a good sector coming in. So technology already turned green pentagon the last 3 days. Construction hasn't. Healthcare has turned. Consumer, energy is not. Finance just turned green pentagon 6 days ago. So this is important because that will probably tell you what are the realistic sectors you want to be in. So let me just open this up, and you can see. So here we'll sort it out. So some of the new sectors that just turned green pentagon is technology, industrial product, consumer, plantation. So that's very good. It means we are getting a full sector turning in. So we're going to be looking at the individual sector, property, telecom, finance. So you can see finance finally turned up, which is very similar to the KLCI. So you can see the KLCI, which is here, and that's where you saw this right at the bottom of the market, because 46% of our KLCI are actually from the finance sector. All right, so you can see, so when finance move up, that's where KLCI will also move up too. So the others hasn't turned in yet is energy, construction. So technology has been a big just turned only just 3 days ago. Take a note of this one in here. So they just turned. So let's see, will there be a continuous follow through? So today we'll take a look at some of the technology, maybe like KGB. Okay, and it's up. Okay, so that's very similar to what we saw just now. You can see one bar up, one bar down, and today is up. So we're likely to see this market going back to the old high of 360. How about this MPI, which is also a technology in here, still in a downtrend. Okay, turn green pentagon, but also turn back up to red pentagon today too. So there's still a sell-off here. Let's try out it D and O. So these are so it also turned negative too. Only Kellington is turning up. So it's really been not really great. You can see this is still in a red pentagon. So that's something stocks you want to avoid it. Maybe let's check out Inari. Okay, Inari hasn't turned green pentagon yet, but that big move of almost 12% was caused by the Skywork news about Broadcom probably getting more, giving more work to Inari, and that's why this stock comes out in here. So overall, we can see market is turning up. So take note of these sectors. You can also check out the consumer sector. Later on, I'm going to go into the individual sector and check out which are those has turned green pentagon. All right, so that's something we can do from here onwards. So these are the sectors. Is important because you want to follow the sectors. All right, check out, take a picture of this. I'll come back to it and you can take a look. So why I felt that this year the KLCI is going to turn negative. So far, you notice any of the month that is negative, you can see negative with the exception of 2020. That's where the COVID, right? Negative, it's going to be a negative here. Negative, 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 right? This is positive, and you get a positive here. So usually if you get a negative January month, year end is going to close negative. So which does mean this year likelihood to be a very trading year. It's not going to go up much. As soon as there's a bit of rally, you'll see the market go through a profit taking. Now, one of the reasons why month of February we see this post-Chinese New Year rally 2%, because we dropped about 5%. We didn't have this much drop off since way back to in year 2020 when we have the COVID. The big sell-off, I think many of you known, was the data center with the DeepSeek debuting, and seeing that a lot of the Nvidia, which also went through the sell-off that we see in January when the DeepSeek news came out, that the data center may not be as lucrative as it is, and that's why we see a lot of the construction sectors also fell, which you saw in here. So my take is the year of snakes this year, we will likely to see a negative, maybe around 2% in here. So do make note. So this will be a trading year. All right. Pretty much what we see in 2023, 2022. All right. So I'm not positive for 2025. Okay. Now, if you look back in 2024 in the post-Chinese New Year rally, now last year, if I recall well, let me just bring out the the Chinese New Year 2024 date. Okay. And you will see it was from February 10. So we are looking for things that is post Chinese New Year rally. So if you look back into the FKLI, right, follow media. So we want to go back to February 10. Okay, now February 10, which is Chinese New Year, supposed to start now, right? But it started on January 29. So if you go back to February 10, all right, and February 10 was here. You can see here, right? February 8, there was only a short rally, but before that, we have a nice rally. All right, so that's what, if you go back to the VSA 360 in here, and you'll notice last year we had a 4% rally. But if you look back to 2023, 2022, 2020, and 2020, every year was a losing year. So then, if January was a losing year, then February we'll see a rally. So it followed the normal. Now, last year 2024 was abnormal. That's what I'm trying to tell you. It is abnormal. So this year is a normal year. That's why we see the FKLI go through this in here. But also take note, last year we broke through the 200-day moving average. And if you go back to 2023, Chinese New Year, post-Chinese New Year rally, right? The market actually creep up and then break back down again, 2023. So right now, where we are, okay, I'm just going to scroll forward in here. It hasn't done green band again yet. Now I'm using futures in here, but if you go to the stock chart, all right, you can see we turned green pentagon on this. What date was that? So if you have any questions, feel free to ask now. Okay, it was on the 4th of February. Okay, 4th of February, and the market today is up significantly, which is about 13 points. So usually that means a lot of foreign funds are buying too. So you have Cellcom, the all sectors is the only one taking a hit. QL is up 2%, Maybank is up 1%, Mbank is up 2%, YTL is up 2%, and a lot of the stocks are up. Usually when you see an up month like this, this is generally because of foreign funds are buying. All right. So going back to the chart that we have in here since 4th of February, 1600, and take note, if I were to translate this back to the FKLI chart in here, the 1612, 1613, all right, that is the resistance. Now, you poke it through in here, we saw this market rally. If we didn't see the year-end rally, KLSE generally will still be below 200-day moving average. So on that premise, we will see resistance now at 1650. Now it may break a bit more, but you got the 1630 to be that strong resistance in here. And now remember, in 2018, the tariff started. So 2016, Donald Trump came in for his first term. We have the same period now, 2025. He came in for his second term, and with a host of tariff being introduced, I doubt our KLCI market can go higher, right? Maybe around 1640. It's going to come back down again. So it's going to be this pretty much what I've just explained to you in here. You can see, only for month of February is doing well. Then March, it's going to turn bad. April is going to pick up a bit. And that's pretty much how this year is going to be. All right. So more opportunities actually is on the so-called trading, right? You should be trading more than anything else. Now, any comment or any question the audience has that you want to ask me, because I'm giving you what I think the market is likely to go. And many of you who are listening are our members too, our VSA 360 members in here. Now, this is something I shared with you early on, which I've talked about in February. 2025 should be up month, because you will see if this is a down month, many of the February months which is up, which is correct. So if you play by the seasonality, you will know March, coming up to March, will be negative. So as soon as that means, what does that mean? That means this FKLI that is going up is likely to hit resistance in here and then going to pull back down again. All right? Yes. All right. That's why if you want to trade, you got to follow the green pentagon. All right. Like having the VSA 360, you have gone in on February 4th. Okay. February 4th of any of the stocks that has moved up. That's what you want to be. I think that's the message I want to give out into our members and also the audience. For those of you using the SmartRobie in here, you got to be able to surf in and surf out. Don't wait until everybody decided to go in, and then that is where likely you're going to lose money. You got to surf in and surf out. Do I say this makes sense? If you do, give me a thumbs up in here. You got to really move in when the green pentagon is green here. Okay. So Bank Negara likely to tighten monetary, so I don't think they're going to be raising interest rate, right? Even on the premise of the FKLI as well as the US, there are none of them are actually raising it. Now, the Edge actually make a pick for 2025. These are the stocks. So why I'm bringing that up is that I don't want the members and those of you who are listening now to buy this and hold this. So if you just look at what are the stocks, okay? So why this I want to share with you is that you need to be smart. You need to, trade in and trade out. That's the only way for year 2025. It's not going to be a really super rosy year, okay? Let me just set this up. Yeah, I think I can. Okay, now the question is, how am I going to move? No, I can't. No, let me just try to get that again. Okay, make it a bit smaller. I just need to, how do I do this? Enlarge this. Okay, just push it to the side here. There is, normally what I do, I can go here, all right, and yeah, just switch it to a single. And then close it back. Yep. All right. So we want to look at UUE. Okay. Now, of course, many of you already have the SmartRobie as well, the VSA 360. You can activate it. And don't forget the SmartRobie campaign, which is a chance for you to win 50 ringgit voucher. So you look at UEM3, the market's going down. So just merely wait for the green pentagon to come out too. All right. And of course, for our VSA 360 member, use the market stages to your advantage. Then we have the Southern Gate SCG. Okay. Southern SCG Berhad. Yeah, I think this is the one. So this one just turned green pentagon, so that's pretty good. All right, it's a good attempt in here. Take profit around here. That's not going to be much, so you go in tomorrow morning and take profit. All right, here to just about here, And how much are we talking about? Hey, that's pretty good. You know, 11%. You can get 11%. That's very good. Okay. Don't be greedy. Okay. That's where you want to be. Okay. Let's take a look at next one. Pekat. Again, Pekat. A lot of these are data centers. Right. Now at this junction, it's a nice pullback. You can see from here. So market stages hit the danger zone here. So if it takes out the uptrust in here, it's good try to go with this trade. Okay, next one, AME. Now of course, if you have any stocks that you want me to take a look, let me know, but I just want to go through the Edge Expert pick on 2025. All right, so this is AME Elite Consortium. So this one, it's pretty easy to trade this. Just wait until it turns green pentagon. Okay, this one is still yellow, so you can switch on to your SmartRobie. Now you all know SmartRobie has a watch list, right? So use the watch list, turn it on, put in AME, and as soon as AME turn green pentagon, it will activate you and you can go in and trade those stocks. Okay, MN Holdings. Okay, MN Holdings also just turned green pentagon. Now this is not bad. This one's okay. Okay, that's a good trade. Can go ahead and do that one. Again, where we're heading for, and of course, that's where to here. That's how many percent is that? That's also 18%. Pretty good, right? Now the way to trade this is that once there's a green pentagon, you want to go through to your SmartRobie trading plan. Now, if you go to the trading plan for NNME Holding, you will see the buy call sheet, which actually tell you the price to enter, the stop loss, TP1, target profit 1, target profit 2. Use those to your advantage. Okay, when you use those, then you're likely to make money from there onwards. Okay, because we have shown before with our robot testing that we have done, right? If you follow all the trades, you can still make money from in onwards. Okay. Next one, Gamunda. Okay, Gamunda hasn't done green pentagon yet, so you can put it into the watch list, and when it comes, then you just want to do the trade. Hong Leong Bank. All right, Hong Leong Bank. Hong Leong Bank turned green pentagon on the 27th of January. So if you cap it, well, you're still in the target in here. But this stocks is $20. I don't think many of you would have, picked this. Right? We saw some of those already turn green pentagon, and those are pretty good trade for you to go on. Okay, so the Chinese New Year 2025, we saw Trump coming in. We didn't expect a rally into the Chinese New Year, as I said before, but because there was no rally, a big drop in the month of January, then we saw February month, which is this month, a recovery. But keep in mind, March is going to be a down month. All right, and as such that the earliest interest rate cut, March, it's not happening right now. So the Jerome Powell been coming up, and you have seen a lot of the tariff being brought into will raise inflation in US. So no interest rate cut. So that's why the market is coming in. And a lot of the tariffs are going to be coming in. So will we see a May sell-off in here? I will update you as we get to the month. So the full impact is the second half of the year where US will feel. But right now, Malaysia is going to be more of a sideways market going that account. All right. So 2025, expect very modest gain. You can see going back to 2019, negative, 2020 negative, 2022 negative. So you don't expect month of year of 2025 is going to be a fantastic year. Huh? Just keep in mind. So in our last sector, I've talked about some of the sectors that are like construction and power utilities. Now those sector hasn't done yet. All right, but there is a technology you can go into it. So this right now, I just want to show you how I'm going to be looking for those stocks. Okay, so let's say I'm looking for construction, which one of the favorite factor. So we can go to the sector, right? And from here onwards, we just wait for the sectors to come out. All right, so we have this. So next thing we want to do is go to the construction. We click submit. All right, are we in construction yet? No, we just have to wait for this. And I like to make this a bit smaller so I get a full screen here. There you go. So here we want to use the turnover. The high, so we got Gamuda. So what we are looking for is both green and purple. So M&M Holding seems to be good. So that's the one we're looking at. And he also turned green Pentagon. So M&M Holding came out just now, right? I think I've solved that one. So if you are into the construction, M&M Holding, it's a good trend. So that's the stocks that you want to be covering this. Yeah, M&M Holding in here. So that's how I've used. So you want to look for green, purple, green, green. No, WCE. Okay, that's not too bad. Anything that's red, you want to avoid it. Kitacom. Okay, we got in here. So Kitacom, but the problem with Kitacom is already turned green Pentagon. Okay, then we have WCE also turned green Pentagon. So Benapuri already turned green Pentagon for some time. And in WCE, that this one is not too bad. Red because it's just slightly minus in here. So usually you want to go by the highest. But Gamuda, just wait for the green Pentagon to come out. Okay, so you can just mouse over in your Suncon. Okay, then you have here Suncon, then your MNRB here, right? And then what else? All right, any question from the audience that you have? All right, any question from the audience you have? Let me know. Okay, it's important that you're all able to follow some of these things that I'm talking about. Don't be shy. I'm here to able to assist you in any way that you can. Any question that you all have? Okay, any stocks that you want me to look at? I think this is a good time. You can tap on into my resources in here as I go through some of the stocks in here. So construction. Anybody want to ask anything? I think this is a good time to be asking. What is my view on gold and crypto? Okay, we want to stick back to stock, okay, right? Gold, as I said before, it's always long. Keep on your gold. I've been buying gold around 900 and I'm making gold generally, and also crypto is a trading material. Gold is investing, so just buy. Okay, let's take a look at Janine Tech first, okay? Now, Janine Tech, unfortunately, turned red Pentagon today. Okay, it's down 11%. So once it's down like this, you need to get out. Okay, so from here to this one in here, you got to cut. And if you look back on a 15-minute chart, right, the market as soon as today, 9:30, already started to break down. So this one you need to be out. And of course, it's important for you to observe your. Okay, let's take a look at key field. All right, key field, it's time to take profit, okay? You should be out by now. If you have gone in here, okay, gone in here on green Pentagon up to here, that's about 18% up to 19%. So as I said before, generally around 10%, 12%, 8%, take some profit, right? So I hope, for you listening, right, you should have taken profit. At this junction, you can see market's going to be breaking down. You got a lot of up thrust here. It's going to go back. It's not, as I said before, it's not a stock that you want to buy and hold. If you look back to here, okay, buying on green Pentagon, entry is always green Pentagon up to here. You got 8%. If you don't hold it, by the time you get back to here, it's minus 5%. You see my point now? Don't make a winning trade to a losing trade. These kind of stocks are all for trading. Once you buy it, you got the momentum pushing up, you take your profit. And even at this junction here, you go from here to here, okay, that's almost a 12% return. So it's important that you buy immediately on the opening of the green pentagon. That's how we train our bot. Our trading bots are always buying at the beginning of the trade, and that's where they go from there. Okay, good one in here. So Genin Tech. Now going back to the other sectors that I talk about, power utilities. Okay, all right, power utilities. Where is power utility? Of course, I want to look at my sector here. Then I want to go on to utilities. It is still negative. You can see utilities been dropping a lot. All right. So is there a trade here? So let's say I'm interested in utilities. I'll switch to utility in here. I'll click submit. All right. You can do the same also using the SmartRobie. There is under hot sector. So from here onwards, I will switch on to the okay, Tenaga looks pretty good. Green, okay. Gas Malaysia, green, okay. So let's look at Tenaga. I'll just mouse over it, okay. And mouse over it, you should be able to see the chart coming out. Yeah, just turn green pentagon. That's a nice one. So Tenaga is something it's worthwhile to go in and trade this. So you can see the last round, Tenaga to here. How much was the kind of return? We got only 6%, and before the market drops. Okay, so as I said before, this year is a year of trading, right? You don't want to be holding too long. When you buy, you get a profit, move on to the next stocks. I think this kind of trading is something that I've been advocating a lot, right? Buy on the green pentagon, take your profit, and when you see red pentagon, it's time to go. All right, leave the market, because if you don't take your profit, someone else will take your profit. I hope you understand. That's where I'm coming from. Okay, so year of snake is going to be a trending year in here. Market emotion is still riding on the past fear that we've seen. Now remember, 2024, right? It's considered as a good year. 2025 is not going to be that great year in here. I'm standing on it. Is Kopi overvalued? Of course, Kopi is overvalued, right? In here. So you look at Kopi, okay, and it's a very new stock, as I said before. Let's look at the metrics. Let's look at the financials here. Okay, do I have any financials? There's no financial in here, so I couldn't see it in here. So it's very hard to say, right? But right now the market is holding on in here. A lot of people bought it, but once the market break below the 73 cent, it's time to go. It's never a great deal to buy a stock once it's gone IPO. Now, if you're just buying based on valuation in here, then a lot of Malaysian stocks are overvalued. All right, and it's tough to make money. The only way to make money is going by trading in here. All right, like what we have seen in our SmartRobie in here. I'm just going to show you our SmartRobie. You can go onto our SmartRobie website, and we built our bots here. And also, this is the campaign we are talking about in here. And we are slowly building up the bot. So you can see here, we have FBM KLSE bot, a 7% return, and a P75, a 10% return, and a P75 Sharia, about a 10.54. This is auto trading. The US is better. FA combo giving about 26% in here. And you can click on and look at the choice in here. So this is for 2025. We can look back at 2024 was a very good year. Okay. So this is where we are going to, finding the market as we trade them, and we find that this may be going forward the right method in looking at the value. All this again tend to makes the market a bit unbalanced. Now all the valuation that you see in here, I'm not saying valuation don't work, but most of the time our market is very small. By the time that it does post a good profit, I'm just look at YTL. Okay, everybody say that YTL can go so far, and if you look back on hindsight, right here, okay, this was the old high here, and the market drops a lot. You can see from here, okay, to here, that's almost a 40% drop. Okay, and then from the green pentagon, it goes back up here again. That was a 34% drop. Okay, and right now drop some more. You see that? So it is pretty much a trading market going from here onwards. What's my view on solar and RE? Now the view on solar and RE is overblown. Okay, I don't think the solar in perspective will do very well. I don't have an index to go with it. The best I can do is actually using like SLOS. Okay. These are only my prognosis in here. So right now, this again, it's a trading stocks in my opinion. Okay, you see the market green pentagon here, you cut, you get back in again in here, right, and you get a bit of profit taking, then that's all. The market looks very choppy in here. Just done green pentagon. If you want to ride this, you can, but take a look at it. Every time when you hit above this red danger zone here, there will be profit taking. So this is a very choppy market. Okay, depending, so you need to buy right at the low here, 160 to 180, and this market up around 3 points in here. Okay, if you look back on the valuation, you can check out the SmartRobie in here. You can see PE is about 37 times, and if you look at the statistics, what return on equity is about 14%, but investor capital is only 8%, gross margin 30%. So that's only the benefit side of it in here. Try to buy them lower. So right now you got a green pentagon, so this is definitely a good trading entry in here, but take note, it may be a bit high. If there's no rally in coming in this two, you want to be exiting too. All right, I generally try to look the sector based on my overall sector in here. All right, I'll look at this overall sector. If the sector is positive, then I want to go with it. All right, good question too. All right, Yi. All right, so that's all we have for tonight in here. Now remember, VSA 360 and also SmartRobie is powered by Pentagon Guider in here. And don't forget to chat with chat with SmartRobie. Submit your 4% return. Real trading, not paper trade. Real trading, not paper money. So real trading. Follow the trading rules in here, submit, create an account, and if you have a minimum of 4% and the first 50 submission, you will get a 50 ringgit voucher. All right, so far we haven't got much submission yet, so if you want that 50 ringgit voucher, go over to this bit.ly account, which is in our website, create it, or you can contact our help desk in the SmartRobie app. So as a summary, KLCI will test the 1612, breaking above 1620 and above is a key test. And once you have that, many of the sectors will follow bullish in here. All right, use the Pentagon Guider SmartRobie as your guide that you want to stay in and stay out. All right, happy Chap Gourmet, thank you for coming tonight in here. And our VSA 360 is still up, and if not, just use our SmartRobie monthly pass. All right, don't forget to join our Telegram chat room in here, and all the best. I'll be back on next Monday for our breakfast show. Thank you for watching.